One tradition that so many of us celebrate is through Christmas concerts. And I know COVID kind of changed how Christmas concert happens, but we seem to be getting back in the swing of things. Now, some of you may dread the Christmas concert season because you have kids and you have to go to a band concert and a choir concert and a jazz band concert and the Christmas, right? It can get a little bit old. But growing up with a father as a choir director and a mother as an accompanist, I went to a lot of Christmas concerts, right? It was the concerts for the church choir, concerts for the middle school choir, and the high school choir, and the children's choir, and concerts for my dad's choir that he sang in. All of these things. And then we would go to other people's Christmas concerts. And when I was a kid, it was not something that brought me a whole lot of joy. It was kind of like, oh, I gotta sit through another concert and they're gonna sing in Latin and I'm not gonna know what's happening. Why can't they just sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? But it turns out, as I have gotten wiser, shall we say, that I find great joy in that music. It brings me back to a childhood that is much rosier than I'm sure it was, but nonetheless, there are those songs that I remember my dad singing or my mom singing or playing for that just bring a large center of calm into my life and into the craziness of the season. I know many of you will go and celebrate with your children or grandchildren. You'll go and hear a concert, or you'll go find someplace, or maybe wishing for winter, you saw one of the choirs, or down to the quarry for Making Spirits Bright to hear one of the choirs, or even our own flute choir playing down there. These concerts are, yes, a performance, yes, a way to spread some Christmas cheer, but more than anything, it is a celebration of the joy that comes in this season. Sometimes we find ourselves not as joyful as we wish, that Charlie Brown moment, right? Where you say, I want to be in the spirit, but I'm just not feeling it. For me, so often these concerts, this music brings me to that place. I was lucky enough with my dear wife, back when we lived in Chicago, I would drag her to one of my favorite concerts every year, a group called Chanticleer. It's an all-men's a cappella choir that is maybe the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. And they would play Fourth Presbyterian Church downtown Chicago over by the water tower. And we'd make the drive into town that took way too long because of Chicago traffic. We'd wait in the cold to get in, and we'd sit on the hard church pews. And all of a sudden, the singing would start. And then first notes would hit, and this moment of calm just washed over you. It said, no matter what will happen, everything will work out. The last time I think Lori and I got to see them live was when she was just a tad bit pregnant, about 2 weeks before Hannah was born. And I remember sitting in the balcony with her sitting there trying to find a comfortable spot. And I said, we don't have to stay. And she said, well, I'm not going to miss this. That joy in the music comes out when we share it in concerts, when we go hear the kids play in the jazz band, or we go hear the kids sing in the choir, or the grandkids are doing a performance. Those concerts, those ways to spread cheer are so important, and I hope you can find a way to hear some music to lighten your life and bring a little light and life into your Christmas season. See you soon.